Hello, everyone, and welcome to Quest and Chaos. We're the Chaos Agents, and tonight we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome.
Now pre-show is 7 already?
Yeah,
So
boom,
happy.
we're right into it.
Question. If I'm a Jedi and I lose a limb, at what point do I stop being myself? Can I lose everything except my torso?
Look at Grievous.
Well, I guess what is
No,
what is
no,
your brain?
No,
Really?
your
Reset,
brain, your brain is tissue. It's
Welcome
me,
back,
rots and
everybody.
withers and disappears.
No.
Guys, we
no.
agreed. No movie talk during D&D.
Oh my God! You know what? If you want to see our most
agree.
popular YouTube video out there, you can. With 127,000 views, the 13th Warrior,
Co-starring.
Aaron and Warren both talk about it.
Hell yes. I stand by that.
Why?
It's insane how many people
Because
think
it
they're
looks
pirating.
so much like the actual
they think it's the
movie.
film.
They think
Yeah.
it's a film.
Fun.
It's an hour and a half and it's got a great thumbnail.
What's the watch time on it?
The average
Like 6
view duration
seconds.
is 37 seconds.
This is not what I wanted.
I don't want edits anymore.
So it's the 30-second ad and 7 seconds.
It is our most profitable video as well.
Is that all that matters?
That's
or
all
what?
that matters.
Well, I guess.
All right.
When the
All
whole
right, guys, we're
concept
scheming
behind
now.
advertising.
Okay.
No. The whole concept behind advertising is shotgun blasting to eyeballs, and then out of 100,000 people, maybe 15 will buy it. Right?
Why
Like that's.
I hope.
You're welcome, Thomas.
Good marketing.
Yes, thank you.
Good
Guys.
marketing.
Okay.
I hope
okay.
they downloaded it
I'm
before they watched it.
It's probably on somebody's like LimeWire.
I'm having, when you say that word, I'm having,
Those are our views.
I'm having flashbacks to the audiobook I just finished narrating. Let's move on, please.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
Chaos indeed.
Yes, back down. Before we get too far into the show and the announcements and everything, I do want to shout out two awesome people, the Baroness and Lady Bedivere, for being our behind-the-scenes crew, working diligently. Actually working diligently to
Cut to the
get this
1950s
show
B-roll of them going.
to get this show on the air. It's,
And even relatively on time. The only reason we weren't was because we were messing with lights. Don't we look pretty?
And we were talking movies.
I don't know. I'm a little dark over here.
Well, we're gonna get you a ring light or something to hang over your microphone.
So anyway, so thank you both of you for being here. Appreciate it so much. You are loved. And then when I click this button, it's going to be magic. Tavern Upkeep is at 70%, and I think that's actually accurate. That is not at the beginning before we started typing in stuff. Wow. So thank you guys
We
for
missed
Sweet.
69%.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be tonight.
We just missed it. Like, I happened to glance over at Matt and see it change over his head.
So we had 69 for a bit.
We did.
All right, I'm counting
It
it.
was
very long.
on the screen for just a second.
Still counts.
all right.
Not very long. See, still.
And no, I can't.
bag on the head.
Need to click out of it.
Yeah.
Need to click the thumbnail on the side if you can.
Oh, they just turned off the stream.
Back there. Fairness. If you can click the thumbnail on the slides. There, boom. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
Awesome.
Make sure
Or maybe I don't know how to use this. That could be true.
Noise. Where was it? There it is.
Andrea from Birds of Paradise stopped by today
Okay.
with some dice to give away.
Very nice.
And, to set that up, Birds of Paradise are the official dice of the Great Dane Society on Saturdays.
Hey.
So, and by official dice, that's just
what
Ezra
Ezra
started
rolls.
saying it and it stuck. But we're going to do a giveaway of Birds of Paradise on every Great Dane Society
Is there such
until...
thing as regulation dice?
In Vegas.
In casinos.
Yeah.
Loaded.
Anyway, and you know what?
I have one.
We
know if
should
it's in my
also
car.
do
Yeah,
one
I hope
tonight.
it's in here.
Oh, we're gonna do it tonight.
Okay.
From my personal stash because I got them all in and I'm like, I have way too many dice.
I'm sorry, I don't understand these words that you're saying.
I have so much.
Too
Yeah,
many.
I have too. Anyway, I have too many dice. So I'm thinking the magpies. So I'm
The
gonna give
magpies
away
are
a
really
set
pretty.
of the magpies today, along with something else that I'll get to later when we actually get to it. Anyway, it's Birds of Paradise. Hero Forge is also cool. You saw in the thumbnail is looking
Yeah.
down and
how
surprised
they
at
work.
what is down there.
Surprise,
crotch mark?
horror. James did the expression. It's hard to say.
You can see there's a version on last week's thumbnail, but when we're done, check out the thumbnail because it's got Lox in his little mug and Izza.
And his little butt.
As they're looking at
And his little
themselves.
locks and his little butt.
Are they looking at themselves?
Anyway, we're moving on. Hero Forge.
She's looking down, I don't know.
bit.ly/QNC Hero Forge. Use it. Awesome. Thank you. We also have weird Amazon affiliate links. So if you use !Amazon, you're going to get to, I think, a random item that somebody purchased using our link.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's also Prime Day today and tomorrow, isn't
Prime
it?
Day.
Happy
Yeah.
Prime Day.
So,
Isn't that funny how
us remember Optimus
commercialism
Prime.
has become?
Yeah.
I was going to say, don't we hate Bezos?
yes, we do.
I mean, no, we don't, because we're on Twitch.
I'm indifferent. Whatever.
All right. Anyway. We have, you know what we have?
What do we have?
We have amazing patrons.
We have a noisy person.
Yeah, we do.
In fact, we got a new patron today, Mike. So
Mike.
welcome, Mike.
Thank you. Welcome.
Yes.
Just
Pretty
Mike.
sure it's because I suggested it yesterday.
Mike.
Just Mike?
I was like, hey guys,
All right, Mike.
join the Patreon.
Hey.
And that's why Mike did it, I'm pretty sure.
At 6:08 this morning.
Be like
You
Mike.
know,
guys.
that,
Be like
that
Mike.
tracks. Maybe that was when they watched the VOD.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he
I'm
was.
gonna-
Maybe
Thank
he
you,
saw it live and he was just thinking about it all night. He's like, you know what? Bo's right. Bo is right. I'm gonna do it.
Laying
6
awake in the
a.m.
middle of the night.
I fucking love him. I'm gonna do it.
Thank you,
If he
Mike.
waited like 2 seconds, he
Is
might have
Mike
got
the
spit
name
take.
or the handle?
Damn it.
Is it just Mike? Yeah.
Well,
Mike.
there's obviously a last name involved in it as well,
Okay.
but I'm not going to just
Dox him?
throw that out there.
I was just like, I'm gonna create a 20th level
But-
dragon board and call him Steve.
I would
That
do
sounds
too.
what? Apparently Matt Mercer is
Ted.
now calling his NPCs Dave.
Whoa!
You started that on streaming, as far as I'm aware.
I love it.
Sue his ass.
We have the tapes.
You have the tapes. That's enough in court for intellectual property. You did it before he did, and there's documentation of it.
So, I kid you not.
Well,
don't
so,
explain the plan on
campaign,
stream.
I was fully on board campaign 2 of Critical Role. I stopped listening to campaign 3, but campaign 2, all involved. There were so many times where I'm like listening to that and like, these motherfuckers listen to us.
They might.
You know, like they had one of their characters was. It wasn't Uzo, but it was like real close to Uzo.
It was like you imitated
Like,
Uzo.
It was like Muzo, or not exactly. But it was like, I'm like that really sounds like Uzo.
You can avert a lawsuit now by inviting us onto your show.
Yeah, just tweet and say, hey, check these guys out. That's all we need. Anyway,
A lot, but
$1,000.
we can.
actually,
I don't doubt it. These communities on these platforms tend to be so small that they do actually like actively
Yeah.
listen, and they're very familiar with each other for
I
sure.
just always assume that the market is saturated.
Yeah.
That's my
They're so siloed and unique, but like it's like you're passing audience.
I'm really glad we shouted out the crew before we got into meandering nonsense.
Parallel thinking.
just
is also
going-
a
It's good to
thing.
see you guys too.
So,
I mean, when we're off for several weeks, it's easy for us to be like, oh yeah, we haven't seen each other in forever.
I do like the comment. The comment was on YouTube. For a weekly stream, these guys really don't stream that often.
That's pretty good.
I feel
You're not wrong.
That's the log line.
This is life kind of still during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
That would actually be really fun merch. Like Quest and Chaos for a weekly stream. They don't stream too often.
The semi-weekly
Yeah.
stream.
It should just be the YouTube comment.
Genius. Genius.
You want us
anyway-
to stream weekly?
Anyway,
Sponsorship.
awesome, Mike. Thanks for joining the Patreon. So here's the deal with the
Millie
patron.
Jen.
Here's the deal with the patrons. I think by Monday of next week, I'm going to send all the Decks of Inspiration files to the printer.
Noise.
That is the plan. Every time I open the file, though, I see something that needs changing.
Well, I mean, that's
Every
always how
time.
it works.
Wow.
Anyway, so
It will never be perfect. You have to just accept that.
There's just like a bunch of
No, it
typos.
must be
They're like,
Done.
"Damn it."
well, every time I change it, then there's a typo.
As I frequently reminded, don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Only perfection.
Or in fact,
is
done.
acceptable.
Yeah, don't listen to Whiplash's teacher.
I'm not going to see a movie about jazz. Okay.
Only perfection.
Wow. It's okay. It's okay.
So, I'm sorry, Matt.
No.
Anyway,
Someone mentioned bagel bites. Hi, crocheting guinea pig.
Crocheting
And now I'm
guinea
just
pig,
like,
yep.
like, oh my god, bagel bites.
Anyway, so if you are a patron and you do not have the playtest deck, Even if you are Mike and joined this morning at 6:08,
Thank you, Mike.
message us, figure out a way to connect to Discord, and then message us or respond to the Patreon post today, and we will send you a deck, the playtest deck.
You ever see Down Periscope? The guy Nitro, he's kind of like a crazy equipment engineer. The cook asks him, he was like, "So, what's your name?" He's like, "Nitro." He's like, "Ah, cool nickname. What's your real name?" "Nitro." Been thinking about a real name, a nickname though. Check this out, Mike.
Mike.
I swear to God, I'm gonna clip it and I'm gonna share it.
That's good.
Down Periscope,
That's
Chelsea
quality.
Grammer.
We're about to get the producer opening the window and screaming at us. So let's move on.
So Chelsea Grammer, that is
Kelsey.
after Kelsey's transition.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
All right.
who's Chelsea Grammer?
Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer's
Nope,
daughter
just
plays
sit on
Summer
that.
on Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
She voices Summer.
Good for her.
That show's coming back, Frasier. All right, anyway.
it's not.
It is.
Really?
It is.
That's what the world
They're
needs.
rebooting it.
Just like another Clerks. They're doing a Clerks 3.
God.
Were there a lot of
Yeah.
Netflix views or something? They were like, we got to do this.
Let it die, Kevin Smith. Let it die.
To your face.
No, I liked Frasier, but you don't need to bring it back. The dad was.
Oh,
I'd say
except
2/5 of the humor.
well,
Yeah, he was.
and-
Like-
and he's dead. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the only
And so is the poor Jack Russell Terrier, probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh no, he's still going strong.
Yeah.
Way to break the news gently there, buddy.
I'll tell you.
I mean,
All right, everybody.
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling.
no.
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Oh my.
Oh, baby.
I'm gonna go hang out in my trailer, and when the set's actually ready,
Oh, isn't that
call
a
me
flip?
back.
Isn't that a flip? Look at how we flipped the
Zero
script.
Omega Mercy 12. Or Omega Mercy 12.
Otherwise known as Mike.
Dangerous oil to the player.
Okay.
We're going to hand out
Throw
some
it.
cards.
Dangerous oil.
There it is. You don't
I
need
thought you
to.
said
We're just going to get through it. We're already too late. So we then also have from NGC 457 Regeneration.
Thank you.
That heals you. That
wow.
Dude, Gambit, you are not.
that was flaccid. We also have from NGC 457 Bull Rush.
Bull Rush. Ooh.
That one wasn't
Almost a very
flaccid.
good match.
You run through someone and damage? I don't know.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, the new ones are cool too. Feedback from people. Anyway, you'll see when they hit the printers. We also then have Squeal the Bard. Boosted adrenaline to the player.
Hey!
Okay.
Right over there.
Mine.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom. We have, you know what?
Here's Mike.
Anyway, there were, yeah.
Yes.
We then have from Lady Bedivere, wherever she may be.
Wherever she
Oh,
may
did I
be.
steal that? We have Smoke Bomb, Emergency Seal, and Rejuving Mana. All for me.
Oh my god. You built me up and then you ripped me.
Sad day. Real sad day.
Awesome. Thank you to our patrons for those cards. Thank you. Appreciate it, and appreciate you sticking around and supporting us.
And if you want to be like Mike, you can join our Patreon.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did you practice that?
No, it just came to me.
Wow.
You practiced it.
You're the natural. That's crazy.
You know what we also have? We don't have a 69, but we do have 500 bits from the Hefner.
Yay!
For the players to Tiana, right over there.
Thank you.
We don't have a what?
We don't have a 69.
69%.
Oh.
We passed it because of all of these bits that came in.
I was like 6D9. I was like, do they make D9?
Oh. Ooh, wow.
And
Wow.
it's a euphemism.
We need to
Copyright.
6D9 copyright. That's trademark.
Cut the stream. We gotta make these now.
We'll just
And
make
If
them
that
work
shows
where
up
every
in
roll is
Critical
roll
Role,
6d9.
You're, that's fun.
useless.
That's when you know, like if in a month and a half they start doing that, someone on their team is watching this and stealing
Yeah.
ideas.
They're watching it
Guarantee you.
now in real time in the future, and they're like,
Guarantee it.
fuck
Yeah.
you, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Yeah.
No one's gonna believe you.
I invented the damn NPC. All right. We then have from the Hefner 500 bits for me.
I mean, in
Yes.
balance is all things should be.
The one in one. I like it. 500 bits from Tamago Tora. for Barry to keep gyrating those hips.
Hopefully I don't throw one
That
out.
almost went into the drink, man.
Hopefully they're better than his hands.
So, no, I know. No.
I'll refresh it.
My hand in it. I put my fucking hand in it because I'm nervous. I'm so nervous about that. Luckily, I have
Show the camera.
I did.
Not
Luckily,
even
I have it
there.
there. Yeah, I left this
That
yesterday.
series of events was amazing.
Someone
That's
clip
what I
that.
imagine it looks like when Lilac sneezes.
It's all frothy.
Yeah.
You'll do wonders at the bar.
Excuse me.
We then have 500 bits from Tamagotora for perfecting the pickle choreography like lives are on the line.
They're basically
Lives will be.
Boom.
nice. There's like a fingerprint in the beer.
I just stopped
500
talking,
bits
so-
from Duke
Yeah.
Lee for Tiana's efforts to pull the train back on the tracks.
I mean, I should know better by now, but, you know, I try anyway.
Thank you guys. We really appreciate it
Thank you, Tiana.
for those bits. And now we're going to go to the slate because it's time to get murdered.
Woo!
Back to Quest and Chaos. We're the Chaos Agents and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, but you knew that because we're not, excuse me, cutting anything out. We're not going to cut anything out.
We are for the podcast.
Actually, we're gonna.
That stays in.
Anyway, welcome back. Nord Games is
money.
a sponsor, actual sponsor of this show, and they give us things to give to you. And one of those things this time is the objects of intrigue
Ooh, pretty
underground random encounter deck. So we're going to give that away along with a set of my personal Birds of
not
Paradise today.
neat. That would be a good reason to run out of the abyss.
I love the ease that gives you as a dungeon master. You know, it takes, you know, some of that. You can focus on some other stuff. You don't have to necessarily think about the encounters if you don't want to. It gives you a little more option there.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I really like using these rather than like at the table for a random thing. Like using them as idea generators.
Yeah.
To like,
Oh, that's
hey, I'm
great.
prepping this, and I need this thing. I wonder what it is. Like, yeah, that sounds good. Or be like, not that one. Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Side tangent, completely related to D&D. Do you ever just like play a campaign that's just like, I'm just like a guy walking around the city, DM, random encounter generator, and that was a very pleasant conversation, and you go about your day. And
love
you-
that.
might be actually
I just want to
really
be somebody else for like an hour.
NPC encounters where they're like, hey, you know, have you seen the thing outside the forest?
Yeah, it's like, no.
What thing?
Tell me
I don't
more.
know.
Yeah,
It was in like Five Eyes. Really? Oh.
that's weird. I hope it doesn't
had,
get close to town.
5 eyes.
Yeah, basically.
Roll a d6, 5 eyes. All right. Anyway, so we have an affiliate link with them at nordgamesllc.com/3.html. Enter code chaotic20 for you to save 20%. Their community manager is moving on to other things.
You will be missed, but you did good work.
Yes. In a long list of amazing community managers, I will say. So, Godspeed.
Go with God.
Anyway, so we're gonna do that tonight. That's what's going on.
Tonight.
And oh my, there's a recap.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Wait,
Thanks
Thank God.
to Squeal the Bard.
Ah.
All right, so last week on the last session on Chaos Agents, the Thorian spy master Xavier Bishop was at the door and asked to come inside, since there were 3 or 4 sets of eyes already watching the house. Over a long conversation, he revealed that Albie Parker had been his trainer, and he was Albie's current handler. But he did not know about the journals that were hidden in the hidden compartment. Albie had uncovered a plot to kill the Queen. However, he wasn't dead, just hiding on Lalak's home plane of Faerun. And I don't know if he was necessarily hiding, but not around. The glowing room with the golem that they'd seen was the shimmering portal that he'd used. A human-sized version of the portals, similar to the ones outside the city, out on the oceans. Colton Fletcher was likely trying to finish off what his ancestor mages had started when they brought the chromatic dragons to this place. His mother is Jessica Fletcher.
Oh, okay.
I will kill them both.
Murder, She Wrote.
Most foul.
All right. I started watching Murder, She Wrote again.
Why does everyone
Why?
want her
Because
die?
I'm really
like,
old.
Do
Yeah.
not be her friend.
Naughty up here.
But I do want to see Kids in the Hall. There's like a remake.
Oh, there's too much penis in
there.
Kids in the Hall. The remake.
Really?
Hold on.
First episode-
Is there?
Therapy is good.
There is full pickle.
I think that's
I'm
subjective.
fine with it.
Multiple. There's full pickle, and then there's like do some jumping jacks.
I've started
Without a
rewatching.
jockstrap, that's gonna be.
No, yeah, just out there. Yeah.
Oh.
Started
yeah.
rewatching Golden Girls. Great show. Not enough pickle in there.
Anyway, since Albie was still alive, Bishop explained that he had used the party as
I agree.
not necessarily bait. That might have been a word that was used, but really a
But bait.
distraction.
We were bait.
A distraction.
Sure.
Because thanks to the party, and that brought Colton Fletcher out into the open.
He said we did a good job.
Yes.
I'm glad that's what you took out of it.
I like how when you said that, I just noticed your mustache. And how that's, yes. It looks very good. On point today.
Quick, does Bo have a mustache? Yes or no?
He does, right? No, I don't know.
Not just in the beard, not the mustache. One of those under-
Izza apparently suffered a brief bout of Jensen's disease, was incensed at being used and forced to kill. But Lalak accepted the apology. After Lox used the friendship cantrip, Bishop took a blood oath that they could trust him.
Barry made it. Barry made it. Yeah.
Yeah?
Hi.
So, and he agreed to continue hunting. Agreed to continue hunting.
Do it, Aaron.
But first they had to perform on Saturday, since the whole city knew about it, and you cannot change plans once the city knows about it.
Oh, nah.
Did that light change color?
It did.
Yes.
It did.
I like it.
I thought that was for Saturday, honestly. I thought that was planned.
So here's the thing.
It looks great. I think we look. Oh.
Sorry.
Do it again. Give us a summer glow.
No, look, we really do
You say
look
summer
better
cloud?
at the other one. I'm not lying.
Is that?
Boy.
Hold on, we'll see.
Oh, I should. I definitely.
Please keep it off.
I mean,
off?
you look like
I should definitely not be at
they'll just sit here.
7,500. That's for sure. Anyway.
Love you.
Oh, he's
That's
Spider-Man
just-
3.
that's
No, you're doing it. It's great. It looks like
hiding
they're
the
doing it really quick.
drugs?
It's fun. I want to see what it looks like. Now we're not even playing. We're just
Guys, Ingvar Chaos will shut us off.
Well, rightfully so.
All right.
Look at it's the ultimate emo.
Okay. So that's just a hint of things to come. Anyway.
Shadowy figures. Sorry. It looks great on stream.
Okay, that was we're good. Shit.
This was on in my pocket, and then just.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Pocket fail.
Whew. All right, and I'm fidgety.
We need to get you like we need to
fidgety
get you
on
like a
that.
fidget spinner or something.
Anyway, so you guys, Xavier Bishop was like, maybe the Queen should come. And we're like, that's just a terrible idea. Then
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
isn't
so-
somebody on the way to see? I'm sure.
the Queen. There's no way the Queen is going to go see you guys.
Me and
Yeah, but you're going,
going
to
No,
see.
but you guys are
going
going
to
to go
see the Queen.
see the
Yeah.
Queen, but they're
Sorry.
not.
Oh, remember?
The Queen is not going to come see you guys strip.
Well, yet when she gets a load of
And it is
Haldor's
charisma.
pickle. And yeah, it's charisma. Exactly.
we also do
Oh, boy.
private parties, so put that in that room somewhere.
And it is full of pickles, right?
Yes.
At the moment, yes.
You got Dills. You got the other one. The classics.
We'll
Uncut.
see.
All right.
Red Rockets.
Red Rock.
Clark.
Oh, that's Rob.
No, I was talking about Lalak.
Oh my.
And you broke it.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to skip ahead. So Bishop,
Oh yeah.
after hearing about Iz's transformation and being someone who knows a lot of things, took a closer look at Iz's ears and saw very tiny surgical scars. Surgical scars that are more pronounced in this form.
Oh, that's
So potentially something that you wouldn't have seen.
Prior to. Sure. Sure.
And so, given that your dark vision and magical abilities, he seems to think that there's some elven blood somewhere within you.
Mm-hmm.
And
about 3 seconds from just cracking completely.
and Izza thinks that it must have been her father, since she'd never seen a picture of him. And she went off to write a letter. The party split up. Izza went to write a letter to her mother demanding answers, and then to the Temple of Coralon. Lox and Haldor disguised themselves to visit the queen so Lox could disguise himself as the queen. Meanwhile, Locke and Barry went to the watch station. Oh yeah, so you guys headed off. Then we went to the watch station, where I will just read it from here. To see the bodies of Fletcher's thugs. Locke paid the bail of a man named Avery, who had been spying on their house the previous evening, and said that he worked for Kotas. This is not
Coitus.
Jackson Cotis. Spelled with a K because it's fantasy. Locke
Thanks, James.
also prayed and made peace with the body of the man he'd killed before a paladin of Helm interrogated them about the incident. Finally, he let Avery go, trusting that he would pay the 5 gold back on Saturday. And Barry sighed loudly, as is naivety.
He also was going to inform us if there was anything to inform us about.
We're starting to take over Kotas's spy network at this point.
We're what?
I mean,
For 5 gold gets you a lot of information.
it's true.
So we have just we have been doing that bit. Yeah, you guys were out there. Shall we visit the priest or the queen first?
Ooh, sure. Yeah, so Izza finished writing a very, what the fuck, mom, letter to her mother, where it's like, this is what's been going on. Apparently I have, and they'll couch it in slightly roundabout terms just in case the letter gets intercepted because caution runs deep. But basically say, I have surgical scars on my ears. Apparently it's weird that I can see in the dark. Oh, and by the way, I woke up male this morning.
Okay.
Just flat out, just have it all out there. Whip it out, stick it on the table.
Cover it in ink and then just for proof for the letter.
What are we gonna do?
There was boob smashing on the table last night.
No, Izza's not doing that.
There was, though.
I'm sure there was.
Canonically.
There's a lot of whipped cream involved.
Sen almost got a handful of both.
Like, you think they're joking.
I know they're not.
This game.
I was.
No, I know. Well, I mean, what do you?
I was running the session of Honey Heist last night, so I wasn't watching, but I did have the chat open, and I was like, "There's a lot of talk about whipped cream in the chat right now."
It was an unexpected and wonderful thing.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
If you want to see the best game of Dungeons and Dragons ever, it gets published on YouTube tonight at 11 p.m.
Excellent.
Best ever.
Natural One, Episode 7,
Done.
Season 2.
So yes, they'll write out this letter to mom and be like, "Is there something that you haven't told me? I feel like there's a few things, and the bills are coming due, basically." And then seal it up and address it and make his way out to go and find a courier, possibly connected to the Blue Coats Company, because they I'm getting stuck on pronouns. Because he is well aware that the Blue Coat Supply Company goes back and forth and be like, here, give this to my mother.
So you definitely know that there is a courier service within the Blue Coat Supply Company. That is what they do. In
Yes.
fact. Whether it's letters or packages or goods.
Yeah.
So you actually had I'll say that there's a shop located within town that you were able to get to. You don't have to go to the one that's the stables, essentially on the outside. Drop that off and pay 5 silver. because it's all the way to Mage Haven.
Is there a way to have it go faster for more? Because I'll pay it.
Certainly. Fastest way? Mm-hmm. Well, fastest way would be 200 gold.
Okay.
It'll essentially get teleported there. The next one down, there is 100 gold, and then there is a 10 gold, a 1 gold.
Okay.
So the 10 gold will be basically 3 days or so. It'll be a hard ride, somebody on.
All right. So he'll reach into the pouch and pull out 2 platinum and put them down. One for the trip though, and one for the return letter. Please wait.
A platinum.
20 gold.
20 gold.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we each
Why am I
have.
thinking like 100 denominations?
No.
And
That's
so
okay,
I'm
first.
gonna recount that a little bit. So the 10 gold service is basically they will wait until, 3 or so days when there's a teleportation thing happening,
Okay.
and then it'll get closer.
Which service keeps it out of the hands of the spies? Because we want that one.
The teleportation
Yeah, the
one.
teleportation.
Because there's no interference in between there.
And from the Bluecoats that if they are attacked, they defend themselves,
Yeah.
and they have a reputation for not being attacked.
Funny how that works. And he'll actually pull out a piece of the like blue spun yarn that he uses to mark personal letters and tie it around the letter, and before handing it off. So yeah, two platinum, one to get it there, and then one to wait for her return for her reply and bring it back.
And do you then give the address
For-
of Albie's?
Yep.
Okay. Or do you want to come and check back?
I'll come and check back. Actually, I'll come and check back in like 6 days,
Okay.
which we'll never get to on this game.
So it's Friday today, so that is
Thursday.
next Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday. We're never going to get there.
Yeah, I'll see you. In
Next
3 months.
Thursday, you're going to fight the god.
We could beat like 4 campaigns in that.
But yeah, so I will drop that off and then continue on to the White District to find the Temple of Coralon.
All right. So you make your way across the busy city. Many people around. And you eventually do find So this temple it's on the edge of the White District. The far edge near the wall on that side. It's not actually a wall over there. It is a cliff face that essentially rises up. Stop looking at the chat.
It's
No,
not
it's not
that.
that.
It's when he puts his arm on it,
No,
other
and
things
it's not
pop up.
that. It's just very strange things. She's been seeing bits of my life that no one usually does. So.
You have your laptop open next to me, my dear.
Oh, they're sharing.
What's
it.
this
I've been
history
seeing
look
it
like?
too.
Is that? Oh,
You both saw his bits?
Well,
well, there are some bits right here.
there are.
Fat amount of bits.
Okay.
Thanks, Aaron.
So, and this temple is it is not the white columns that everything in this sort of area is the sort of Romanesque architecture. This is a very flowing, very elven. It is still carved, maybe not carved, maybe shaped, but it is still the white alabaster rock, but it is just carved and shaped into very organic shapes. Mm-hmm. A stout wooden doorway, twice your height, stands before you.
All right. Is there a door that's smaller for like normal-sized people?
Probably around the back.
Yeah. So I'll try the handle or see if there's
Yeah.
a bell anywhere.
So there is a bell that you see. There's a little indentation in a pull string. Mm-hmm. But as you kind of get close, the door's a little bit ajar.
Oh, kind of like lean and peek through. Definitely feeling kind of unsure about all this. I don't truck much with religion anyway, and this is for like the elven god.
So it is, even with your dark vision, it is impossible sort of to see in so the bright sun is outside and trying to look in. It's just not something you can do.
All right, I'll ease the door a little bit further open and until I can see in, just like kind of sneaking.
No, there is no. It is just very smooth and very. Just a little bit of your finger movement, and the door just glides open. and a little breeze comes out.
That's excellent. That is excellent craftsmanship.
And as your eyes then adjust with the door all the way open, you do see the inside of a church. This is decorated. It's almost as if you're walking into a forest. And there are trees on the insides. Hard to tell if they're real or sculptures or what, but there is greenery, there's trees. There are no pews, there are mats on the ground. You do see a handful of individuals seated cross-legged on certain mats throughout the place, just sort of meditating or maybe resting.
Do they seem to be elves, half elves?
You do see, you see elven ears, you see half-elf ears.
Okay. I'm not trying to be like a creeper as I'm
Yeah,
passing by, but like glancing and like a part of my brain is like, is that what mine would look like? Like I can't stop thinking that over. And it's like, anyway, but make my way further in and look for someone who looks official.
Yes. So you do see someone walking around. They have brown robes, very simple almost, and pants and a tunic and a robe. Very woodlandy. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
I'm certainly hoping so. Hi, my name is Izza, and I'm having an issue, and a friend told me that this might be the god with answers.
Oh, well, certainly Coralon is full of answers. We often, we often get guidance from the god.
Oh, that would be very nice. Yes, actually.
Oh, well, okay. Come with me. I have a small sitting room in the back.
Wonderful, thank you.
And then as he leads you away, he's like, my name is Patorin.
Patorn,
Yes.
pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. Izza.
Yes, Izza.
Right, okay. And he leads you back through the way and into, there are a number of small rooms. And again, you sort of enter this, and it is, it's not like a cave specifically, but it's sort of just this organic round shape. With a matte straw floor and, a few decanters and small table, some pillows. It's not like,
No, but that's somehow more comforting because it feels more, I don't know, welcoming than what I assume a temple is usually like.
all right. And he it is a gentleman in his, you would say maybe 40s?
Or the elven equivalent thereof.
Yeah, or the half-elven equivalent
it
thereof.
half-elf?
As you definitely see the shorter, pointed ears of a half-elf.
Okay.
And he pours you a glass of water and sits down. So, Izza, what can Coralon or real Coralon's helpers help you with?
Izza is short for Isabella.
Oh, okay.
Because as far as I have known my entire life, I have been female. And I sort of gesture at myself. I woke up this morning and wasn't.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
Yeah, a little bit. And then
Did someone do magic on you, or?
I had a dream last night where a shining figure who looked androgynous and elven with a bow and a sword said that I was, that they were giving me their blessing, that I would, I don't know, be their agent in the world. And then I woke up, and a friend had a look at my ears, and apparently they've been surgically altered a long time ago, which I was not aware of.
Oh.
I'll turn my head a little bit and push my hair back.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead.
And he gets real close, and you like feel his breath on
just
your
like-
ear. Oh, yes. Yes, I see. See right there. Yes. Huh. You seem kind of feeling, yeah, it'd be right about here. I suppose, that is an interesting color of blue you are wearing.
Yes. Why?
You don't, you aren't a member of the Blue Coat Company, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. But you are connected to them somehow.
Is that relevant?
No, no. So, okay.
Is
so,
it not? Because I'm finding out a lot about myself the last day and a half or so, and Sangiovese. Is a Sangiovese. We provide the color.
Oh, I see.
I'm from Mage Haven.
Well, if you were then born of an elf, you could not live in Mage Haven. Unless you were hidden.
Unless I was hidden. I've been thinking about it all morning, and that's the only explanation that I can come to. I never knew my father. Mother always said that he was a human who died in a terrible sickness that happened in the city when I was quite young. I just figured it was too young for me to remember. I'm sorry, I'm pouring all of my problems out on you.
There are there's just several layers.
Yes,
Yes.
yes there are. And peeling this onion is rather a lot of work.
Right. So potentially elven, or partial elven.
Probably half. I mean, I know my mother. If elven at all, I don't know. I don't.
So you said you were basically visited by Corlan, or someone you described to be exactly what an avatar of Corlan would be.
I wasn't sure. Someone said that with the ear thing and changing gender, that Corlan might have some knowledge. Visited by an avatar of the god. Great.
I mean, I have myself not been visited, of course. I just get mine through feelings, mostly, and powers. But I've not encountered anyone who has been blessed by Corlan. I have heard of it, though.
Bless. That's a very specific word. That's what they.
It is called the Blessing of Corlan. That
Right.
allows you to portray yourself or be different versions of yourself as you see fit. That is what I have heard.
So this can be controlled.
I think so.
Oh. Good. Good.
Are you? Do you worship Corlan?
Well, I hadn't. I was raised in Mage Haven. We don't exactly. There's a whole lot of anti-elf sentiment in the whole area. It's not. It's not exactly a thing.
Right.
This is my first time leaving Mage Haven ever.
This is actually quite fantastic. I have never met someone blessed by Corlan. Can you describe exactly where you were?
I was on the road to Port Thoria. After I forget the name of it, Middleton? The crossroad town.
Yes.
Out in the fields, and I saw them him? Them?
Yes.
Oh. That helps so much. Sorry, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be sarcastic at you.
No. This is, it is, I mean, it is quite wonderful. Right? Yes?
I mean, I spent my entire life thinking that I was entirely human with a couple of quirks. My magic has always been a bit weird.
Well, tell me about your magic.
I mean, in for a copper and for a gold, I suppose, right?
If you want to donate, that is fine.
And Izza does actually chuckle a little bit at that, and will think for a second before turning slightly, and I haven't tried this one yet, and cup her bracelet in her hand and gesture with the other, and a spectral sword appears in the air, a spiritual weapon. Well away from either of us,
Okay.
but very much in the image of the sword that I saw on the back of the avatar.
And he approaches. Oh, yes, the long sword. You must have gotten quite a good look at it. The details are, well, as incorporeal, it is quite remarkable.
I was always taught to look at the details. I'm a journeyman in my family's industry.
I mean, I want to share you with everyone, but
No, please don't.
right. That I can research this if you would like. We have texts that go back millennia.
I would very much like that, if at all possible. I'm experiencing a lot of changes very suddenly, and I mean, I knew that would happen whenever I finally hit puberty, but this was a little bit more than what I was expecting.
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody expects the full picture.
Full weapons. Our branding is getting.
I was going to say, it's good to know that in the temple they know of the full pickle.
just like Prime Day. Full pickle.
Oh.
I'm excited. I'm sorry, but I think this is wonderful. I'm sure it is confusing and traumatic as well. but
also... No, it is. It's very discombobulating to be told that you're one thing all of your life and then find out you're in something entirely different. I guess it's not bad, it's just different.
let me, I have a book I can lend you. It is basically teachings of the Church of Coralan. It might have some insights, and I will research the archives.
Thank you. Yes, I would very much appreciate that. I'm feeling a little lost at sea.
We don't travel in the sea much.
To look around at the very, woodland feeling. No, I can see that. That makes sense.
Yes. I will be right back.
All right. And while he's gone, I'll dismiss I'll actually call the spiritual weapon over to myself and look at it. I'm like, I didn't realize I'd remembered that much before closing my hands and dismissing it.
Nice.
And
It's saved, Coming in with the pamphlets.
Have you heard the word of our Lord and
just-
Savior, Coralan
Yeah,
Marathon?
so he does return with a leather-bound, handwritten book, and it is it is essentially just teachings of Coralan.
Okay. So it's kind of like handing someone a New Testament.
Yeah. I suppose
I
a
mean,
woodland New Testament.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'll accept it and just like
It's like half survival handbook, like how to start a fire in the woods.
And the other half is just Song of Songs.
That's
A little biblical humor for you.
Show it to the lock. Yeah.
And I will look in the archives and research. Is it okay if I tell my colleagues?
if they can promise to keep it among your order and not have it spread about.
There is just one that I would confer with.
Okay.
I will keep it between us two.
Shut up. May I ask the name?
Yes, Gravor.
Gravor? Sure. Yes, it does help to know that this is an actual thing. I wasn't at all sure.
I think it's a thing.
Well, you had a name for it, so at the very least there's stories.
There are a lot of things in our books that I wouldn't necessarily think would happen.
Well, gods are weird.
Yes. Well, sometimes life on this realm needs a little push or a pull. And in cases like that, we are called. I was called to work here, to help others in need.
And Issa considers that for a moment, thinking about the fact that that he was brought here to be kind of a catalyst to force things to happen, if nothing else, and thinking, there might be something to that. Life is change, isn't it?
It is. Okay.
All right. Yes, thank you. This does help quite a lot.
If you need anything, be sure to ask. I live in the temple, or behind the temple, really. So.
Absolutely, I will. Thank you. And he will actually pull out 20 gold and pass it over and say, "This has helped me tremendously, and keep this between us as much as possible."
Well, yes,
Please.
most certainly. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and he's like, "Oh shit," and then walks you out to the front and actually drops the coins in the box that's out front.
Wasn't sure if there was a box, but I was just like, whatever. They will know.
I like the idea that he goes, "Oh shit!" Like, we're all
I
behind her
mean-
back. It's just like,
I mean, buying a little bit of goodwill is not outside of my willingness of things to do.
I see it. I like it.
All right. So, anything else you would like to do?
No, I think I'm gonna make a circuitous way back to the house, just sort of walking through the city and getting a sense for everything that's going on, when I can be a little bit more circumspect,
Okay.
because I don't have the noise boxes with me.
So this is also a portion of the city that you have not actually been in as well. This far north.
You have to see it in your head.
I know. This far north, with that, basically the cliff wall from here that goes up into the mountains beyond. There is, you do remember sort of when you were towards the harbor at the Church of Air, there was a wall at some point and a gate and a very windy road that went up the mountain.
Interesting. But yeah, I'll take a circuitous route back to the house, trying to get a sense for the city as it's coming up on the games, trying to read the mood of the town, basically, as I'm going back to the house.
Perfect. As you get closer to sort of the main road, the Port Thorian highway, what is it called? I forget what it's called. essentially the tradeway, the Port Thoria tradeway, which runs basically from the harbor straight all the way to the other coast that you were on.
Wow.
You start to see banners going up for the Thorian Games with the crest of Thoria. You start to see other districts, I guess. Other countries on the continent and their colors and their flags in sort of areas of this tradeway. So you see, it's basically the Thorian Games bring everyone from the continent here for sport.
Of course. If I see a Mage Haven flag, I'll kind of linger for a moment before moving on.
You do not.
Interesting. I'll note the absence and make a mental note to ask someone about that later. Although I don't think it surprises me over much because we're not exactly a sporting kind of town, more of a magic thing. And people get snarky about magic and sports mixing. Snarky and deadly.
All right. Now, Xavier Bishop was leading you guys, so both of you were disguised.
Were we discussed?
I think you were both disguised.
Just
What?
to sneak in so they
And
wouldn't-
invisible, no less.
Oh.
He cast invisibility on all three of you,
Oh. Got it.
and you were disguised until you got far enough away when
That's right.
basically
that's right. Dropped.
dropped it, and you're still in disguise.
Yeah, you were something, and he was your guard.
Got it.
Was I?
I think so.
I
I'm just trying to
A
remember.
couple weeks.
It's
Sounds
been a
about
minute.
right.
Yeah, I don't really
Okay.
remember either.
No, if
I like it.
Someone in chat, help, please.
Yeah.
Except for Matt's the only one looking at chat.
If Xavier's,
Says you.
if Xavier works for the Queen, why didn't you just ask for like a tour? with them? I forgot that.
because you don't want it to be obvious that we're actually connected to them, to Xavier and in his efforts
That
to
sounds
save
right.
the
Let's
queen.
do it right now anyway. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You're my guard, and I look like a noble of some sort.
Okay,
Sure.
perfect.
You've observed enough. No. Oh God, this is gonna be Uzo pretending to be regal.
Oh. Wow.
hello there. Not quite.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way across town in a very circuitous way as well, sort of down this way, up around here.
We were going. You wanted to meet the queen so you could impersonate.
Oh yeah, she'd come into the full pickle. That's right.
yeah.
Thank you. Cool.
In two ways.
Out the queen.
That's what we're doing.
Motivation.
Come home. Yep. Thanks, Haldor.
So we can draw out anyone who might try to kill her there.
Yeah, I got distracted. Sorry.
Hold on, I need
Disguises takes a lot more out of my
I
brain.
need to open up the very first podcast script.
I'm looking for a
see
mirror
your
wherever I am.
Oh my
'cause Haldor
God.
wants to see what it looks like.
Just remember, people are gonna
Oh, yeah,
make
no,
attempts
I
on your
remember.
life
I remember.
As the noble?
as the
I was
queen.
disguised as my
As
brother.
Oh.
Oh.
No one told me that.
Well, I mean, that's why you're gonna have all of us around you.
I like how we're doing a flashback right now while he's looking something up. Well, okay, I guess that makes sense.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I'll be fairly close at the very least, and if they're,
Okay.
Why would people want to kill the queen?
Okay. Well, I guess I could also just.
That's
drop
what
it.
the whole thing was about.
I could just drop the queen if I need to, real quick.
Yes.
Don't drop the queen.
No, I won't. I
Not
meant
like
the
physically.
facade,
You seem small. Can you carry the queen?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you might drop her.
Are you there?
He's dreaming.
The flashback.
This is the flashback.
We're doing a flashback
while you
while
were
you're looking
busy.
something up. This is right before we all like huddle together in the
Yeah.
bathroom, or in the outhouse to kind of like, what are we doing right now, guys? And then we all,
The outhouse.
okay, break.
I remember that the disguise is my brother that I put on.
Oh, that's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
But I don't know that.
No.
I just think
Because
that-
you were royalty.
Huh?
Because your brother's royalty.
Yeah. Well.
See,
Well,
that's
I
right.
didn't say anything about it.
But we don't, and so I just, it kind of looks like Haldor. But yeah, okay. It's not him. Yeah.
He has the sideburns there, as well. Kind of shorter hair, blonde, dirty blonde, kind of parted on the side, up like that, but very well coiffed.
Handsome. As handsome as Haldor, or less handsome?
Aw, look at you.
Not from Haldor's perspective.
Well, that's what right now, objectively speaking.
Objectively speaking, yeah, he's a good-looking guy. Yeah, absolutely.
does that
Equivalent
mean?
to Haldor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't answer the question. Equivalent to Haldor, or less
It's hard to compare to Haldor.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's the answer. Want to know? Yeah, I just want to know. how
His
how
Brenny's
that
probably
dwarf
not a
is.
paladin with the charisma of a paladin.
That's true.
Nor has a fat pickle.
Oh, wow. All right, so you guys,
I've missed you so much.
Good branding.
One older. I
so
like
you
it.
guys,
That makes
you
sense.
guys do not go to the keep. You go to sort of a back alley. Head down. You see the stone walls go up, and there's no other doors. And you get to the end, and
Is she gonna meet us here?
follow me, and disappears through a wall.
Ooh.
I've always wanted to do this.
Yeah, me
Turns
too.
around
Oh my god,
and backs into it.
that's amazing. Lox will be like, and then like he'll
Slam
look,
it, just like slam it back
and
against
then
the
he'll
wall.
kind of like Lox will like shake his head, but then he'll look around and then he'll go. On his way back too. Yeah, exactly.
For the podcast
to do,
listeners,
too.
they're doing the magic hand
Yeah.
gesture in front of their
Fossy,
faces.
fossy, fossy in front of our faces. Yeah.
All right, so and you.
John Cena.
Basically, you're still in the alley, but now you're on the other side of it, and there's just like looking back. There's a sort of a, illusionary. You see, it's an illusionary wall,
You stole it from the labyrinth.
or Harry Potter.
Calling him out. I was gonna say it seems like a yeah, but
We'll get
Lox
back
is
to
gonna take a mental note of what. No, don't do it. We'll go into it. Lox-
We'll see you in the after show.
But Lox is
Children.
going to take a mental note of the journey that they took to get to this point.
Okay.
Because he wants to remember this shimmery.
All right.
Haldor has no
Labyrinth.
idea where he is.
So and then this place continues on until it sort of like it opens up into a little bit wider and a little bit nicer area, and a solid wood door at the end with the bars over a small little slat, and there's a Xavier knocks. State your business. Sorry, that's what the podcast
No, that was great.
said my first time. He's like, Xavier Bishop to see the Queen.
And guests.
And then whoosh, it like pops open. Whoosh, and then
Oh,
closes back.
Do it now?
I thought that was a mail slot.
Me too. Actually.
And there's a few moments longer as you discuss a male slot or not, or if it's a female slot. It's hard to tell.
I have a mail slot.
And then the door opens, and Captain Woodson appears. So this is a plate mail wearing, not plate mail, breastplate, in the full Thorian colors. This is shiny. This is you immediately know that like this is high station military. Probably personal guard to the Queen.
Wow. Hi. Haldor. Xavier.
Lox is going to go
Yeah,
I'm like,
Xavier-
what?
this is Captain Woodson. These are my friends and associates. Lox.
Yes, Lord Lox.
He's not a lord. That's fine. And Haldor.
Just to get in.
Although
The mighty and well endowed.
I don't remember.
I've done this. I've literally done the same thing.
Like, I don't remember what we're doing.
anyway, we have very urgent business to meet with the Queen and yada yada yada.
Please announce me that way.
And Captain Woodson is like, right. Okay. Come with me. And you guys walk through the doorway, and you look normal. Xavier looks normal. What happens when you go through an anti-magic field?
Nothing. I don't
Okay.
think magic.
Genetics,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
I don't
It
think
just
so.
happened to changelings.
Yeah, I look just as good as.
All right. So you make your way through. So yeah, that is that's a precaution that we have. You know, you don't
See,
want
that would be handy.
anyone just walking through here. As you see, illusion is all of us. Anyway, Captain Woodson leads. I don't want to do roleplay between those two.
Done.
So
Yep.
you guys are led through the area into basically a boardroom, if you would. It's a sitting room, but there's a big table in the middle of it, and Captain Woodson then shuts the door. Says the Queen will be with you shortly. He doesn't talk like that. Anyway.
Thank you, Captain Woods.
Damn it, Xavier!
Damn it.
Damn it, Xavier! Damn it! All right.
Jensen's 19.
That Jensen's disease is real strong.
Yeah.
Maybe she wanted to see us. We'll find out.
Okay.
And eventually, the door opens back up and Woodson returns and the Queen enters. So this is a brunette, fair skin, late 20s? So fairly youngish.
Haldor drops to a knee.
Oh,
Oh.
Very much.
Lox is gonna, if whatever Haldor is doing at this moment, Lox will copy.
And it's just a sword off down next to him. Your Highness.
Your Highness.
yes, welcome, please. Sit, rise, and then sit.
Thumbs up to Locke.
If Mr. Xavier speaks, if he wanted us to meet, it must be very important. So, what is it that you needed of me?
Lox is just like staring at her. Like this whole time that she's
Just
talking, he's
learning.
like, okay, hair, eyes, color. What are her color eyes?
Brown.
Brown. Okay, brown eyes, brown hair. So that's kind of what Lox is locked in on right now.
And she's
Locked
and
in, right.
she's like looking at Haldor and then like looking at
Was that me?
Lox,
That's me.
staring.
Is that you?
Oh, I'm
Right.
I'm so sorry. I've never met royalty before. Then he realizes he looks like a noble. I'm just a little bit nervous. I'm sorry.
She leans in real close to you. So,
No, that's me. I hear it a lot.
right. So Xavier goes, well, Queen Thorian, this is part of the full pickle that you have been hearing about.
That's right. Haldor and the full pickle.
That is correct.
That is, I have not
Oh, you're
not heard of Haldor and the full pickle. Is this a different? Are you a rival?
no. We're all on the same team.
I mean, I honestly, with the Thorian games that are happening, I didn't think anything would be as just, I guess, important, distracting. I don't know. I mean,
Yes, it was quite a surprise.
I mean, there are
to us.
flyers everywhere.
Yes.
That's great. That's great.
We've
Are you gonna be there then? Are you gonna see the full pickle?
I don't.
All of us?
I-
Sword behind, flexing muscle.
As sword behind.
Yeah, like sword back here. No, it's sheathed. It was
Okay.
in his hand, and now he's putting
Okay.
it behind, like
Okay,
horizontally
okay.
behind him, like this, just so he knows.
That was not my concern.
Yeah. And Woodson is
Winston's
like,
like, yeah.
hand on hilt, and just like you hear like the 2 inch of.
Haldor knows that sound.
2 inches. Only 2 inches. We hear the little. We're like.
I take it down like easy, Captain.
But that is why we are here. Why is Locke speaking with a British accent? I think he thinks that he's supposed to be.
because you're
He's
being a
supposed to be.
noble.
I'm trying to be fancy, a fancy boy. Yes, that's why we wanted to come here to invite you formally to our performance.
Oh, I don't think I should go out in public.
Oh, why?
Oh, yeah, no, the threat on her life.
There's a threat on your life.
There's a threat on my life.
Looks exactly. Might say Xavier
Sure, Xavier just face palms forward.
Yeah, I was. My next report was gonna be that, Your Majesty. We have.
Reported early.
Yes. We'll discuss after our companions leave.
Wait, then why don't you want to go outside? Those not your people.
That's a good question, actually. I didn't know there was a threat on your life until about a moment ago. But why do you not want to go outside?
I mean, there's just no reason to interact with all of the public.
No reason.
Can we roll for something?
No,
Is she being a little liar? Is she being a dirty little liar queen?
You can roll.
Dirty little liar queen?
Pretty little queen?
You can roll insight.
I'm gonna do it. That's not gonna do anything. Yeah, it's a 6.
I was gonna throw you a coin, but that's useless.
I know.
Yeah.
It's useless.
Yeah.
It won't.
In Ishkil, the people are necessary for the royalty to go and see and be amongst.
Yes, with the games, happening, it's I'm saving myself, if you will, because there will be a lot
Locks
of
just
meeting
grabs
and
immediately as soon as that euphemism is spoken. Evil Locks is gonna just kind of grab
Is that
Haldor's
right?
arm.
Hair
Yeah,
down.
it's just gonna grab Haldor's arm, just kind of gently squeeze and be like,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, there's so many public appearances when the games begin. I have to kick the games off.
oh,
I have an opening speech.
oh, that's lovely. Quite lovely.
The games. Right. When are those?
Next week.
8 days or so. Yeah, next week they start.
May as well be never.
I was just thinking that.
About the time in
20 years.
yeah.
Season 3. Well,
Yes.
what?
This
Fox is so nervous. If you can't tell.
Yeah.
So
It's,
nervous.
it's okay. It's
All
okay.
right.
It's okay.
Um,
It's fine.
yes.
fine.
Do you have a question for Lady Queen?
What can the full pickle do for you?
I am a married woman.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Okay.
Captain,
Yeah, that's fair.
and Mr. Bishop, could I have a word with Locks alone?
Ooh.
I look at Locks.
She just said she was married.
I look. It's weird, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe that's not what she wants.
Oh. Yes, of course, Your Majesty.
Haldor doesn't move. He's kind of sitting there.
Captain Woodson kind of walks up, goes, "Join me in the hallway."
Looks back at Locks.
Yes, that will be fine. God? Still trying to do this whole thing.
We're all so.
That's not working.
So
yeah.
Do you need to make a deception roll, or are you just?
I think Lux is so nervous at
Okay.
this point. If
Perfect.
anyone has a
Perfect.
brain, they'll. So maybe Haldor should roll. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone else is just.
So if you're willing, Woodson will lead you and Xavier into the hallway.
Okay, I'll just look at the queen. Thank you, Your Highness, for your time.
Most certainly. Perhaps I will try and sneak in and see, or if perhaps a private showing. We have a theater here.
I
mean, not
excel at private showings.
it's a theater. There will be the court. around. Not just me, not in
I am not.
private.
Yes, of course. Of course. You will enjoy the acrobatics.
I am looking forward to reading the reviews.
And inviting us to perform here.
Yes,
Thank you.
if the reviews are good.
Turn to Locks.
So you guys are led out, and the queen follows, shuts the door, and locks it.
Wait, which side of the door is Locks on? With the queen?
With the queen.
Cool.
And she turns.
Clocking the lock. Uh-huh.
So, nervous?
Yes, very much so.
Are you getting a good look? I see you staring.
I told you before, don't do that. I told you before, I've just never met royalty before, so I'm trying to, you know.
You do not need to lie.
What's in the room?
It is a well-appointed boardroom, if you will. So there are leather-backed, they're hard chairs, but they're leather-backed, nice. Definitely, this is where you would sit for hours and have a meeting.
Okay.
There are tapestries on the.
Immediately we
around.
look at a tapestry. Wow, so these tapestries, our friend Issa. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, he's dropped the accent. Our friend Issa, she works with fabrics and things too, and she could probably do something like this.
Right.
I am nervous, but it's only because I'm looking at you only because you're.
You want to become me. You want to change yourself. Is that true?
I mean,
Who are you and why are you here?
I'm the manager of the Full Pickle, and I'm just trying to land a gig for my friends.
Right.
I really mean you no harm, ma'am. Your Highness.
But you tricked my spy master into coming here so you can see me, so you can, disguise yourself as me, change into me?
It was for what?
Bait.
Yeah, thank you. So,
Message.
look, I'm not
He's
gonna
smarter
lie.
than I am.
Thank
You
you.
can
I'm just
remember
getting. I'm
this.
starting to get like, I'm remembering.
I know. It was just last
Look,
week.
okay, I won't. I won't. Okay, I'm so sorry, but look, I heard on the street what Haldor said was right. Your life was in danger. I don't know you, but I don't want you to die. So yes, I was going to attempt some kind of change with some makeup and stuff to try and look more like you so that if I was out in public, you wouldn't be the target. You can read me, you can do whatever it seems like.
So is this just makeup?
No.
She leans in again. It's kind of like, there is something about you. Doesn't smell normal.
Is she human?
Appears so.
I thought you farted. You look so excited for that, if that was the case. I got him. I knew he could fart.
Proves he's human.
Look,
Did you just ask her if she was human, or did you ask the DM?
I'm asking the DM. if
okay,
she's
yeah.
human. But
Appears so.
how did you become queen?
My father died.
Makes sense.
The lady in the lake gave me a sword.
Lox is currently searching his memory data banks.
Give me
Yes,
an
dear,
give
what
me
can
an
I help you
intelligence
with?
check.
Okay. I don't remember. Anything or just saving throw or just
Straight into
History.
history? 13.
Yeah.
Do it.
Sorry.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Noise.
17.
All right. Now a question for you in Lox's upbringing.
Uh-huh.
What would you have learned about other creatures or other shape-shifting, changing?
He knew one back where he's from.
Another changeling?
Correct. Back in his childhood when he was trying to survive, it was a female, but they didn't get on very well because the other one was more of a murderous kind of resources.
Yeah, right.
That'll do it.
But taught how to like change and like steal and stuff like that. But then it started getting a little more dark, and Lux was like, "I'm out. I don't want to do that." So he does know of one other,
Okay.
but is he picking up that vibe?
With that, I would say that you've heard stories of maybe dragons can turn into humans. I mean, that's the only other thing that you would have thought of. Not that that's what's happening here, but that's Lox is like mystical tales. Maybe you saw it in a book somewhere. Comic.
Your Highness,
Graphic.
I just a graphic novel, of course. Your Highness, I feel like you have some kind of an opinion of me. Are you kind of
Changeling, yes.
what are you like? What are
I
you?
am the queen of this. Fuck it. When we come back, we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, what?
We're gonna. You know what? Yeah, this is happening.
Yes.
Oh, you're fucked.
You're so fucked.
We're gonna do a giveaway.
I thought you were gonna say fucking go a whole different route.
I have Alondra over here with her evil queen.
There was like a fork in the road and a cliff, and you just said, fuck it.
Right over that cliff.
That cliff looks sweet.
It's gonna look just like the full pickle.
I'm not.
You will be.
Locked up.
No, you will be in a second. In a
Where's our
hot
lock
second.
key thing?
Oh my god.
So
What the fuck?
What the fuck? I love that.
we're gonna do a giveaway of a Nord Games thing right now. So I believe Nightbot is up and running, and you can enter #chaos.
Hashtag chaos.
Hashtag chaos.
We'll be back.
Have you ever been so
after I
annoyed by a
set up the battle
conversation
map.
that you wanted to slay the person?
I'm human. Tries to.